Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Masked Up podcast. I don't know if you guys remember, but the last episode we talked about Dia De Los Muertos. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go over what it is, why we do it, all that good stuff. Obviously, I'm wearing my Halloween PJs. I have a little bit different setup today. Nothing crazy. And I am going to clip my hair because we have a sheet mask today that is also festive to Halloween. I don't know what you're thinking, Celeste. Dia de los Muertos is completely different. It's a separate thing. I know. It is. You're right. But also, a lot of people who celebrate Dia de los Muertos also celebrate Halloween. Halloween is like a few days before. So, they were sleeping and the cats just woke up, so that's great. Anyway, today we have this sheet mask, Masque de Fouille. It's a little pumpkin. It's just a little cheap mask. It's nothing crazy, but it was in the fridge, so it's nice and cool. I know you're supposed to do that. It's juicy. Are you guys ready? Oh, you guys ready for this? I don't know if you guys heard that, but anyways, ooh, it smells good. Don't ask me what it smells like. I'm terrible at describing scents. Anyway, it's dripping. Okay. Oh, Lord. I know they're supposed to be super moisturizing or whatever is on this one. I have no idea. I can't even undo this. Maybe I should have done this before. Anyways. Okay. Beautiful. Look at her. Okay. We got this. This is a lot harder than I thought, and I feel like the lips part is really low. Or high. Oh gosh. Struggling, y'all. Note to self, do this before the video. Okay. There we go. Ugh. Does everybody have their masks on? Oh God. Is it in my eye? No. You guys, this is so hard. I might have to cut half of this out because this is too much. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna look like a mummy. Very on theme. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, it seems like it's it's a little bit too small, but it's okay. Big face over here. Okay, anyway, let's get to why we're freaking here. So, Dia de los Muertos. So, Dia de los Muertos is not Halloween, like I said earlier. It is actually a separate thing. It is on November 2nd, is the traditional day that it's celebrated. First and second. The first is supposed to be for children, and then the second day is supposed to be for adults. However, you do want to have your ofrenda, which we'll get to that in a bit. You want to have your ofrenda up by the 1st. So everything's up and ready to go by the 1st. So let's talk a little bit about the history super fast. I did get a lot of the information from this website, which I will put it in the link. Put the link in the description box. Wow. Just because I'm not too familiar with the tradition itself. This is going to be my first year actually celebrating it. Just with living in the United States, you know, some things don't get translated as well into your culture. So I'm learning. It's not a bad thing. It's a new thing, and it is what it is. Anyways, so let's talk about where it came from. So it's originally from Mexico, Central America area. Kiwi. Stop. It's originally from Mexico, Central America area, and it originates from the Aztec, Mayan, and Toltec indigenous people. And until the Spanish came, it had a specific time frame, like months, where it was celebrated. But with the Spanish coming in, the ritual started with 2 Spanish holidays, All Saints' Day, which is on November 1st, and then All Souls' Day on November 2nd. Now it's mostly celebrated in Mexico and some parts of Central and South America, and it's becoming more and more popular among other Latino communities abroad, including the United States. So Day of the Dead, I know it sounds like we're celebrating the dead, which we kind of are, but it's more a celebration of life, not the death part. So, like any celebration, there's music, dance, you name it. And most importantly, or most popular, is La Danza de los Viejitos, sorry, which is boys and young men dress up as old men to be specific, and they walk around crouched over and suddenly jump up in an energetic dance. Another dance is La Danza de los Tecuanes, the dance of the jaguars that depicts farm workers hunting a jaguar. One of the most memorable things of the whole celebration is the ofrenda. If you've watched Coco, you know what this is. You know the importance of it, kind of. And I think they did a pretty good job at like describing everything and showing everything that's in it. But the ofrenda is a temporary altar, which is a way for the family to honor their loved ones and provide them what they need on their journey. Which means this is what I mean, that it needs to be up on the 1st, because the 1st is supposed to be when our loved ones come to visit us, and that's the beginning of their journey. And so you want to make sure that that is out and up for that day, because lots of parts of what's in the ofrenda, like the flowers, is the marigold flowers, cempasúchil. The smell and the colors, the vibrant colors and everything is supposed to help guide our families back to our home. So we place down pictures of our deceased along with items that belong to them and objects that serve as a reminder of their lives. So for my ofrenda, for my grandma, I have a little sewing machine. It's like a little musical box, and I have that on her ofrenda. She was known for sewing. She sewed all her life for the most part. As she got older, she obviously couldn't do it as much, but she did more like cross-stitching and stuff like that. And it was also her little box. So I have that on my ofrenda. Another thing that I should note is my grandma loved cempasúchil, like that was her flower. I personally, it's not my favorite because of the scent. I don't like it. It's very strong. And I'm just not a big cempasúchil fan. However, like I said, it's already part of the ofrenda. Like it's such a big part of it. And it helps that it's also my grandma's favorite flower. So another thing is the 4 elements that should be on there. Water, wind, earth, and fire. Water is left in a pitcher so the spirits can quench their thirst. Papel picado, or traditional paper banners, the colorful stuff that you see hanging in the streets and stuff, represents the wind. Earth is represented by food, especially bread. Pan de Muertos is something that you would traditionally place on the altar also when it's the 1st of November. That's a specific bread that you buy from any panaderia, and you put that on your altar as part of it. And then candles are often left in the form of a cross to represent the cardinal directions so the spirits can find their way. I have 2 cats that can't sit still, so I have some fake candles, And then I have my other candle, like an actual candle. And I'm just going to light that on those 2 days for the most part when I'm home because I cannot trust them. And then, yeah. So flowers, butterflies, and skulls are typically used as symbols for this whole celebration. The cempasúchil, a type of marigold flower native to Mexico, is often placed on ofrendas in ground graves. With their strong scent and vibrant colors, the petals are used to make a path that leads the spirits from the cemetery to their families' homes. Monarch butterflies play a role in Dia De Los Muertos because they are believed to hold the spirits of the departed. This belief stems from the fact that the first monarchs arrived in Mexico for the winter each fall on November 1st, which coincides with Dia de los Muertos. Calaveritas de azúcar, or sugar skulls, along with toys, are left on the altars for children who have passed. The skull is used not as morbid symbols, but rather as a whimsical reminder of the cyclicality of life, which is why they are brightly decorated. So all in all, there's a lot. There's a lot that goes into these ofrendas and a lot that goes into the celebration. But honestly, like I said, this is my first year doing it, and I don't have a whole lot of money right now to be spending on stuff. So I've kind of kept it low key this year. Hopefully next year I can do a better one and like slowly start putting stuff together. And hopefully maybe I can do some more DIY stuff. I always feel like it's a lot more personal, and it just makes you feel like you're putting more effort into it for your loved ones. I'm so sorry. I'm so excited to actually celebrate this. I've never, thankfully, have had somebody close to me pass away. But now that I do, I felt like this was a nice way to commemorate my grandma and just, do something nice for her even while she's gone. Just as like a reminder of the great person that she was in my life. So I'm having fun and I'm excited, and I love the ofrenda that I put together for her. And yeah, hopefully it gets better and better. This is kind of a funny story, but I was talking to my friend about Dia de los Muertos and how like we have to have all the elements and the candles and like certain colors and stuff like that. And honestly, almost sounds like a little bit like witchcraft if you really pay attention. Which you would think, pues aren't you guys like Catholic and you guys are like doing witchcraft? Like, where's the line? Yeah. I could not tell you. Maybe I could get a quote from my mom or something. Somebody who knows more. But honestly, it's in relations to just like understanding that there's life past death. Going back to the whole celebration part, I think a big part of it is knowing that there is another life after you pass away, and you get to come back to celebrate with your loved ones and the ones that are still on earth. So it's kind of like a connection between the dead and the present. So I think that it's not very much witchcrafty. I think it's all kind of like the cycle of life. But if you think it is, then I can't change your mind. I'm sorry. But I hope that if you do decide to celebrate it, that this helped a little bit to get you started. Anything small will get you there. You don't have to do anything big. You can start off with basic stuff, just what you need, and then slowly build it like I'm going to do it. So if you do, let me know. I want to see pics and I want to hear stories. Please tell me stories. I'm still learning. So if anybody has any input, any advice, anything like that, or like where you get your stuff, let me know. I would love to know and I would appreciate it so much. But yeah, thank you for listening, guys. And I guess I don't really know what we're going to talk about next time, so it'll be a surprise for all of us. Side note, my sister got married this past weekend, so I have nails, and I really wish that I could get Halloween nails, because I remember I got Halloween nails a few years ago. They were like orange with like jack-o'-lantern faces on them. Anyway, maybe we'll talk about haunted houses next time, because I'm going to a haunted house in a couple weeks. So maybe I'll do something about that. And then, yeah, that's it. I feel like I'm going to roll, because they say you're supposed to roll it on, not wash it off. But anyway, thank you for face masking it up with me and learning a little bit more about Dia De Los Muertos and sharing that and just listening to me ramble, honestly. I very much appreciate it, y'all. We'll catch you next time. Bye.